Welcome to Vibe Check, a quick midweek reset to offer some mindful practice, mindful tools, resources, stress reducing tools and resources to integrate into your daily life and creativity. I'm Ian Davis, so grateful for you being here. Is Barian, what's going on, my guy? Good to see you. I want to just check in and just do a quick vibe check. Want to see how you're doing, how you're feeling, how your vibe, how your energy is. So feel free to drop something in the chat. Would love to hear from you. If you're able to drop something in the chat, how are you doing today? How are you feeling? How's your vibe? How's your energy today? Okay. Maybe some other people coming in too. And if not, that's all good. I want to just offer a quick reflection this midpoint of our week as we just check in, reflecting on like one, how are you feeling right now in actuality? No matter everything that's going on, like how are you? I invite you to just check in with yourself and just ask, how am I in this moment? Maybe out loud or quietly to yourself, how am I in this moment? And don't actually try to answer that question, but just see what naturally comes up as an answer in your heart and your mind and your body. Am I in this moment? How am I in this moment? Am I in this moment? What arises as an answer in your heart, in your mind, in your body? How am I in this moment? A few more moments. Going just a little bit deeper now, I invite you to just reflect on what you're grateful for right now. What are you grateful for in this moment? What are you grateful for in this moment? Again, not trying to answer that, but seeing what comes up naturally in your heart, in your mind, in your body as an answer. What are you grateful for in this moment? What are you grateful for? It's beautiful. Thank you for taking a couple moments to just check in with yourself and identify how you are in the moment and also just reflect on just the gratitude. Last night, I had the opportunity to gather at a new wellness facility and with a group of men, a group of people. Really amazing space, really amazing facility. And we did some breath work, some guided breath work. And there was this room with this crystal floor, really dope space. And we went into little dyads, which are essentially little small talking groups. It could be with one person or it could be with more than one person. And so in the dyads, one of the questions or the prompts for the dialogue with some of the other people was, when was the last time you felt most alive? And as soon as that prompt was sort of asked or prompted to us, I had to answer first. I couldn't think of anything more than that moment. And just thinking about and reflecting on how I navigate through, how I live through each day, right? I feel alive in each moment. Don't relegate my living experiences or my joy or my excitement for other moments. Yes, I allow these moments to fill me up, right? Played sports, right? So maybe I make a great catch, maybe I make a great play, whatever the case may be. Maybe I make a great shot, right? I might feel more alive in that moment. But what I answered and reflected on as I was kind of talking to my other person in the dyad was, I do my best to be present in each moment and enjoy that for what it is, because we don't have the last moment that just passed and we don't have the moments to come, and they may not even come, right? That is a reality of life and of impermanence, right? The concept that everything has a start and an end, right? A beginning and an end, a start and a finish. So, and everything is always constantly changing. So it just made me think about, as we were going through those reflections, just checking in with ourselves, right? Like, how are we in this moment? A lot of the times we may use and ask people that, like, how are you? And that may just be a verbal filler versus actually being interested in how the person is. And it makes me think just a lot about being alive, right? Like, how many times are we in our heads right? And how many times can we get out of our head into our body? Being in our body is part of our living experience, right? It allows us, I believe, to be more in tune. Uh, People talk about, some of our aunties and uncles talk about, they know when it's about to rain or when weather's about to change because they can feel it in in their bodies, right? They feel their knees tighten up or whatever the case may be. What would it look like to have that sense of awareness, right, for each moment being in your body, right? There's a practice of mindful listening, and in that practice, when you do it in dyads and in retreat or group settings or class settings, a lot of times you get prompted to listen to the person. You can sort of acknowledge and nod or whatever the case may be. But the intention is to not respond, to not say anything back, just be fully present in what that experience is. And even often you can close your eyes as you're listening to this person. And in the mindful listening, you listen with your body, right? So you hear with your ears, but you listen with your body. Right. And so somebody might say something, they might be talking about food or whatever the case may be. They may be talking about something that you resonate with or something that you've experienced. Right. But you can mindfully listen and be fully alive of being present in your body. So how many times during our days, during our weeks, are we present in our bodies and our lived experiences in our bodies? I know it's easy to get caught up in what is happening in our minds, right? Overthinking, stressing over something, ruminating over something that happened that we wish we can change, right? Being anxious for something that's to come. Maybe it's, right, if you will, good stress or good anxiety, maybe some joy or excitement about an opportunity, or maybe you're going somewhere on a trip, right? You put yourself in this future state versus being present, right? So how can you feel alive in the now? And that's just kind of what I'm reflecting on today. So think about this vibe check. It's like, how can we feel alive in the now? What does that look like for us to feel alive in the now, moment to moment, right? Not waiting for a sip of coffee, that spoon of ice cream, right? That roller coaster ride, whatever the case may be, that gives you that sort of feeling of exhilaration. How can you feel alive right here and right now? So I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. As we have Jennifer, Barry, and Jennifer, welcome. I don't know which Jennifer this is. I know a few of them. So if I know you, good to see you. If you're new and I don't know you, good to see you as well. Just drop something in the chat if you want to just reflect on just how that resonates with you, of just feeling alive, being present in your body and being present in the moment. So I'll just allow a moment for that. And then I want to allow some moments just to practice being present in our bodies. So I'll give you one more moment. If there's anything you either want to drop in the chat on just a reflection on feeling alive, feel free to do so. And then if not, that's all good too. We can just dive into a quick short mindful moment and mindful practice. Okay, cool. So I want to invite you to get yourself into a comfortable seat, a chair, or a cushion, wherever you may be. And as we talk about feeling alive, I invite you to just, if it's comfortable for you, you can shutter your eyes closed or lower them to a slight gaze, maybe putting your attention to an object in front of you, whatever's most comfortable and least harmful for you. As you come into this moment to sit together, I invite you to feel your body, your butt, your sit bones, the cushion or the seat that you're on. How does that feel? Feel your back, your spine elongated, but not too erect, being in a relaxing posture where you could be alert and aware, feeling your elongated spine, your neck that is holding up your head, feeling that. Noticing and feeling your head, and then going down now, feeling your feet on the floor or the ground or the cushion underneath you. feeling your legs attached to your feet. When you're ready, I invite you to take a deep breath in through your nose, expanding your chest and your belly like a balloon. Exhaling and releasing your breath down and out through your mouth. Taking another deep inhale in and up through your nose, expanding your chest and your belly like a balloon. Exhaling and releasing your breath down and out through your mouth. One more time, taking a deep inhale and then up through your nose. Exhaling and releasing down and out through your mouth. Allowing your breath to settle, breathing a little bit more naturally. Maybe shifting your breathing to in and out of your nose. And even feeling your breath rise and fall on your chest. Allowing yourself to be present in your body and your breathing. Feeling yourself breathe through your body. As you do that, we talked about feeling most alive. I invite you to just notice what's most alive in your body right now. Is there a particular feeling, sensation, an itch, craving? Just notice what's most alive in your body. No judgment on what comes up, just noticing and paying attention to that. And when you're ready, just taking your hand and placing it over your heart. Your left hand, placing it over your heart, feeling that connection that your hand is making to your chest, to maybe your shirt. Maybe you have a low cut shirt like me, and maybe you feel some connection to your skin. Feeling alive, your hand on your chest, feeling alive in your body and alive in your breathing. Feeling that heartbeat, the warmth of your palm, your fingertips on your chest. Feeling alive. When you're ready, I invite you to just think about maybe the rest of this day, the rest of this week. What comes up as an intention? Maybe you do want to feel alive in each moment. Maybe there's something that you're hoping or wishing to accomplish. maybe you want to be a certain way, just bringing to mind an intention. May that be so. When you're ready, slowly taking a deep inhale in and up through your nose, expanding your chest and your belly like a balloon. Exhaling and releasing down and out through your mouth. Once again, taking a deep inhale in and up through your nose. Exhaling and releasing down and out through your mouth. One last time, taking a deep inhale in and up through your nose. Exhaling and releasing down and out through your mouth. Slowly bringing some movement back into your body, maybe wiggling your fingertips or your toes. Maybe rolling your neck, your wrists, or your shoulders. Taking a moment to think about and reflect on the benefits of this practice came up for you. Maybe you wish to integrate the benefits of this practice into your day, into your week off of the cushion. When you're ready, you can flutter your eyes open, bringing yourself back into your room or space that you're in. Thank you. I want to dedicate the merit of this practice for the benefit of all beings, to be free from any pain or suffering and to live with peace and ease. Thank you. I want to just provide the space in the chat in this last moment that we have together to just offer any reflections on the practice, anything that came up for you as we practiced. Just a quick thing, a quick offering of being present, but also being present and feeling alive. We talked about feeling alive. Ryan, good to see you. Good to be here. I haven't seen you in a bit, so hopefully that'll happen soon. But we talked a couple moments ago about feeling alive, and the prompt that I had last night was, when was the last time you felt most alive? And I answered that felt most alive in that moment, and I feel most alive moment to moment. Does anybody have any reflections that you want to offer? Not, that's okay. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Well, thank you all for joining. Normally we have a vibe check with a special guest, so figuring out the cadence of what that would look like, if that's going to continue to be weekly. I took a little hiatus, or if that will be bi-weekly or monthly. I did get really great feedback from that. I want to continue to have these conversations, this dialogue, and offer these spaces and places and opportunities for classes like this, where we can have this sort of dialogue with the creative and the entertainment community, because this is the Mindful Creative after all. So I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, rest of your week. You can feel alive moment to moment and take this practice into the next part of your day and your week. Feel free to DM me, send me a note if anything resonated for you. I'm at creative_Ian, and tap in with me on all social platforms at creative_Ian. All right. Have an amazing rest of your day, rest of your week. Be well, stay mindful. Peace.